It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've talked about the importance of starting fast, playing with energy right off the tip. Let's face it, no team likes to play catch-up if they can avoid it. We'll see how it works for them tonight. And Serge Ibaka has taken his game further and further away from the basket over the years. Kenny, how do you like that?
It's farther and farther. It's not further and further. Further is a discussion. It's not further.
What is this, English class?
Yeah,
Answer the man's question.
I'm just saying.
I'm just going to take it. He's taken his game farther and further. How about both of them?
No, there it is.
Yeah.
But furthermore, he's got raw skill set when he entered the league. And you have to respect his development and as a shooter. So that's why I like him.
You know, he's never been a serious low-post threat. His inside game appears to be more at the defensive end, protecting the rim. Furthermore.
That's it for us. For now, for Dr. O'Neill and the English professor, Kenny the Jet Smith, Ernie Johnson. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Rare treat tonight, C-Web, the marquee matchup between two of the best centers in the game.
Well, how about that? I love it. You know, the league has been trending toward medium height players that can switch endlessly, those type of things. And don't get me wrong, I love the evolution of the game. But now we get the old heavyweight title match. This is what we love, the banging in the paint, the elbows, the jump hooks, the dunks, the rebounds. But for those teams that have a legit anchor inside, it can always be a big advantage. Let's see who imposes their will tonight.
It'll be fun to watch. Look at the 76ers starting group. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Harris is out there with Embiid, and it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. To the paint, Gasol with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Green with the ball. Here's Leonard, and Butler sends it back.
And Butler, one of those guys that's terrific at slapping away shots, utilizing that impressive wingspan on defense.
Now here is Harris. Simmons on the wing. Three-pointer, Butler. And it's Lowry with the rebound. And Leonard has it in the corner. And there's Green on the assist by Leonard.
Ooh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
It's Redick on the wing, guarded by Green. Simmons passes to Butler. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Simmons against Lowry. Pass to Leonard. Passes it to Siakam. Gasol, a screen on Harris. 6 to shoot. Siakam kicks to Gasol. Shoots over Embiid. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Nice job. Gasol has great touch from these in between spots on the floor.
Three-pointer, Butler, and the three ball is good. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lowry against Simmons. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Moving the ball around and finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, right to the rim, Greg. And once Gasol gets this close, he commits to flush. Look, Marc Gasol, he's a complete player on both ends of the floor. He's always a very present key on offense. One of the best defenders at the center position as well.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Simmons against Lowry. Simmons dishes to Harris. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Right side, Redick. Down low. Deflects the pass. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Reach of Simmons. I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Pass to Embiid, trying his luck deep. Good on the triple. Embiid's got his first 3 points of the game. Raptors with the lead. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Siakam. Norman Powell comes in for Danny Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And the 76ers also making a change. Scott's checked in. So it's Toronto now. VanVleet passes to Gasol. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Marjanovic checked in for Embiid. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Harris. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Butler against Leonard. Right side, Butler. Shoots over Leonard. Butler, no good.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Gasol with the rebound.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out.
The step back jumper is good. Butler's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Philadelphia. Raptors leading by 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. So it's Toronto now. VanVleet kicks to Leonard. The pass to VanVleet. Gasol inside. Guarded by Marjanovic. The 76ers trail by 3. Simmons passes to Butler. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's VanVleet. He's covered by McConnell. Count that one from VanVleet.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Butler. He can't get that one to fall. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him. 3 seconds left. And there's the nice layup by Butler. Butler's got 8 points.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. Utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. Smith is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Scott. Then there's Marjanovic. That ties it up.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. And he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
Powell with the screen. Here's Leonard. Rebound by the 76ers.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying time.
And let's not undervalue what the stability has meant for this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Pascal Siakam comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Green in for Kawhi Leonard. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Tobias Harris is checked in for Marjanovic. Now here is Harris. From outside the arc. Great D that time from Green. Bono shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. McConnell kicks to Smith. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Green dishes to Powell. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Scott. Out to Smith. Expanding his range. Pulls up. High post. He can't hit that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by McConnell. Green, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Smith, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. See, Webb, there are guys that bring it every night. it doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game. The Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing that.
The first one falls. The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Smith.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him. And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Raptors leading by 4. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Butler on the wing. Embiid inside. Ibaka on him. And Embiid gets it to go. Here's Van Vliet. In the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. Hits the front of the rim and out. The 76ers trail by 4. We'll see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there. And think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
The free throw drops for Embiid. You know, see, Webb, J.J. Redick has just continued to age well. He's a fantastic player now into his 30s.
Well, Redick keeps adding to his game, but the shooting never changes. He's shot well over 40 from deep for his career. Redick is a player who doesn't rely on his burst or his first step to score. I mean, he can keep playing like this for a while. The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And Embiid with the block. Pass to Butler over Green. Here's Harris. The kick outside to Butler and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Wow, wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Fred VanVleet. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for the 76ers. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 seed each year, and he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
To the inside, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 3rd rebound tonight, knocks it loose, and stolen by Simmons. And Simmons kicks to Simmons. Leonard with the steal. Outside Lowry. And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. It's Gasol with the drive.
And you got to admire the tough-nosed nature of Butler, not allowing scorers to get comfortable when he's on him.
Here's Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lowry kicks to Gasol. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Philadelphia leading by 3. And it's Harris off the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, wow. And Harris is a guy that really offers a ton of versatility. He can play both forward spots and is an efficient scorer from just about anywhere.
It's his first trip to the line.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
That's good from Harris.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the 76ers making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. And Harris drops them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
And the Raptors call time here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of...
That's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Raptors trail by 5. Outside Lowry. Passes it to Leonard. To end the run. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harris, and he gets the jumper to drop. Harris has got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Harris against Leonard. And that's good for 2. 8 points for him.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
Gasol with the steal. Lowry from deep three-point land. Got the shot! He
Just
got it!
no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that. Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. 76ers on top. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now holding a 2-point halftime lead. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, they remind me of Arizona. They were flat defensively. They didn't collapse at the end. They allowed over 50% shooting. I expect them to come out much more aggressive in the second half and try to take the lead early on.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back to On 2K. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Oh, yeah, and in the first half, he was not only changing shots, he was sending them back into the crowd.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Toronto trailing. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Siakam in at the 4. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
And Jimmy Butler, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind it. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
5 on the clock. Embiid against Gasol. Embiid, no good.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Outside for Simmons. Redick for 3. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
In the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Embiid. Count it, and the foul. They get Marc Gasol.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific. I just love the way Embiid controls the game and asserts his will on the floor. He's so sound offensively and has a terrific inside-out game. And defensively, he'll always challenge a shooter or someone foolish enough to drive in on.
Norman Powell's checked in for Danny Green. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, with Embiid, the inside-out game, you mentioned, Chris, he can take over with his skill set.
I like how calm and collective he is when he gets a player in the post. He doesn't need it on the block. If he gets the ball 10 feet away, he can still go to work. He looks great, whether he's facing up a defender or backing someone down.
Outside, Scott. Embiid, no good. Raptors trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Butler in the corner. Leonard with the steal. Tipped away. Powell, the pass to Lowry. To the inside, the 10-footer. They grabbed their own miss. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Butler. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Butler's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Toronto calls timeout. You know, for years the adage has been that C-Web big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
Skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make it easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Van Vliet comes in for Kyle Lowry. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
McConnell kicks to Redick. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Scott dishes to Redick. Shoots over Powell. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 6.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
There's a screen. Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. Over Butler. And it's Leonard missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The pass to Powell. Here's Van Vliet, covered by Redick. The shot by Powell, no good.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
Scott can't get it to go.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Leonard against Butler. Leonard the pass to Siakam. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Siakam's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that's how you set a screen. Takes the D right out of the equation.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Norman Powell. Then for the 76ers, Marjanovic checked in for Embiid. Jonathan Simmons comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Ben Simmons in for T.J. McConnell. No good from Simmons. Raptors trail by 6. To the middle, here's Leonard, and Butler sends it back. And they'll keep possession.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league. But that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
The Raptors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw good, Ibaka. He hits both from the stripe. The 76ers leading by 4. And Simmons kicks to Butler. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. So it's Toronto now. Here's Van Vliet. Left side, Ibaka. Inside, here's Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Raptors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Philadelphia leading by 4. Simmons inside the line. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Siakam passes to Green, and it's blocked by Simmons. From deep three-point range, and it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Green. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Butler on the wing. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Simmons. Count that bucket. Simmons got 10 points.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from. I mean, the closer he is to the rim, the better.
Well, it's been moments ago from the huddle. Let's listen to Coach Brett Brown.
It's just what we said, though. It's exactly what we said. We guarded. We defended. We got stops. We came up with plays. That's all we got right now. That's all we got right now. Take it.
And you can tell defense is very important to Coach.
Kevin, Coach Brown loves effort. And now let's see if they can find themselves on offense.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Jimmy Butler. He's out there with Ben Simmons. Marjanovic is out there with Tobias Harris. And Simmons kicks to Butler. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gasol, a screen on Butler. Outside Gasol. Over in the corner, Green. Here's Siakam. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
The 76ers leading by 5. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Simmons. 16 points for Butler.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Gasol a screen. Van Vliet passes to Gasol. A floater. Another shot. Shoots over Marjanovic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And look at Mark's brother Powell. I mean, a top 3 pick. Mark went in the second round. But if Mark stays healthy, the career comparisons will get really interesting.
That free throw missing. And Chris, you look at Marc Gasol and how he has transformed over the years, gone from a big body inside to a slim and sleek center.
Well, think about Mark has been so effective into his latter years because of slimming down. He's focused on his health now, and it's helped his mobility and I say playmaking. I mean, look, this guy grows his own vegetables in his backyard. That's how dedicated to his health he is.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Right side, Butler. Down low, takes the 13-footer, No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Yes, that goes in.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Harris a screen. Here's Simmons. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors trail by 4. There's Green with the 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside for Simmons. Butler passes to Reddick. Back to Butler. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Simmons inside. Now recovering. And that one's good. Simmons.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lowry with the ball. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. He dishes it to Gasol. Just 4 to shoot. Siakam passes to Gasol. Harris kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
What strength on the slam from Simmons. Punching it home and sending a real message there.
Raptors trail by 8. And the Raptors call time here. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
It's now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Toronto's head coach had some words for his team during the break. He told them that they're getting it done in the paint. He said, they can't guard us inside, guys. Keep taking it to them. Pound it down low. We'll see if they keep it up, Kevin.
Gasol, a screen on Harris. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Over Gasol. Misses off the right iron. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the wide-open shot from Green. That 3 off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
That pushes it to double digits. 16 points for Ben Simmons.
I like how hard he crashes the glass. Simmons knows he has the size and timing to keep possessions alive.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Embiid against Gasol. The kick outside to Butler. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Leonard missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50 points.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Lowry. Here's Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Gasol is the kind of guy, I mean, if you forget about him, he's going to make you pay. Nice work on the offensive end.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're in front by 8. Here's Simmons. Lowry brings the double. And that one's good. Simmons got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Lets it go from 14. And it's Leonard missing. The 76ers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Butler. Rebound by the Raptors.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays back, especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But I tell you what, they'll learn from this.
And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Simmons passes to Embiid. Left side, Harris. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, this is Bish now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Powell for 3. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team, and worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.